Hey everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going to be playing with the Viseart palette in Sultry Muse. It's the Petites Shimmers palette. Now I have this in the $80 one also. Not quite sure why I bought it in the little one. I think because I'll probably get rid of that one, to be honest, because I really do enjoy these little palettes by Viseart. Now it is what it says, it's an all shimmer palette. But it's got a mirror on this side, and it's just a snap closure type of thing, but it's very nice to travel with, take places. It's a wonderful palette. Anyway, it looks like this. The names are on the back of the box if you keep the box. Personally, I don't even know how to say half of these names, so I just point to the colors. So there's that. But it does have it wrote on the palette what the palette is. It just doesn't have the name shades. However, this palette, Viseart formula, this is great. How do I put this? Sultry Muse is a good name for this particular palette. I'll give it that also. But this palette, even though it is all shimmers, like, you can create a look just with this palette. Now, personally, I don't tend to go that way. Like, I like to have my mattes, and what you could use this as a companion palette to, like, their mattes, you know, palettes that they have that are in the same packaging now, which I think is great, and I think it's smart on their part, so that, you know, that it's more reasonable in price, you know what I mean? So the first shade we're going to go into is this one right here. And I will say that, like, with their shades, like, even on my eyes, I mean, my eyes are aging. You know, I ain't getting no younger, I know that. It doesn't look bad to have an all shimmer look, to be honest. I personally never think about having an all shimmer look because, like, I just don't think it looks good sometimes. But I do believe there's an exception to that rule, or to that feeling that I have. Because honestly, I've used this one and the other one, the Paris, what was it? The Paris something. The Paris Nudes. And it's all shimmer, and I think that look turned out very pretty also. So I do think that, you know, certain formulas, you very well may be able to do an all shimmer look and it look wonderful. Again, it's usually not the way I go, but that doesn't mean that you can't. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of it. And I like it because no matter what, I do like to have a shimmer on my lid. So if I took an all matte palette with me, even though I could probably create a look the way that I want, you know, light to dark and then lightest on the lid and stuff, it wouldn't be the same because I love to have a shimmer on the inner corner and my lid. Granted, you can always use a highlighter if you had an all matte or whatever palette, but I think, to be honest, I would rather have an all shimmer palette, one of these, than an all matte if I had to choose one. You know what I mean? We're going to take this shade right here, and I'm going to run it on the lower lash line. Guess I'll just use the mirror that's in this palette, to be honest with you. So, y'all, my back is still killing me, or my neck, I guess, is what it is. It's not really my back. My back's fine. I've been trying to sit very straight, shoulders back type of thing, you know. I mean, I should be doing that anyway, I guess, for good posture, but I've kind of gotten laxed in doing that. And the pain, like, is just unreal. And if it's an aging type thing, I don't want an age anymore, because I really don't know how some people get through it. Like, I'm a baby when it comes to pain, to be honest. Especially like an ongoing type of pain. Like if I hurt myself, like if I cut my hand with a knife or something, or a piece of glass or whatever, you know, like that's instant and it's done in a sense, at least within a couple hours. Maybe you get stitches, whatever, but this is like 3 days now, yeah, I'm on my third day of this, and it's not letting up at all. And I think really what gets me is it affects my sleep. Although, if you are in the same position, I will say the only, no medication. The stretching helps a little bit, like just keeping yourself, sitting up straight and doing a little bit of like moving it helps a little bit. But while I'm moving throughout the day, like it seems like I'm okay in the sense of I can deal with the pain because like my mind's on other stuff. But at night when you have to sit still, that's when it sets in, is when you're sitting still. And the only thing that has helped is a heating pad. And I don't know why. I'm going to go into this shade right here. That helps like it does, but I'm telling you, it is the only thing that has given me a little bit of relief to get just a little bit of sleep. So basically, when I turn that thing on and lay down, I lay it on my shoulder, right? And I can lay down. Sometimes I have to lay like flat, like just barely have my neck. Like I got a small, thin pillow even. I'm trying to keep everything as much aligned as possible. Because if not, I just can't sleep. I have to get up. And then I get delusional, because of no sleep. But like, I seriously turn the heating pad on. Now, once I turn it on, I think it stays on for like 3 hours and it automatically kicks itself off, right? As soon as that thing kicks off, I'm up. Like, I can feel that like, whatever it is, whatever that heat is doing for my body, as soon as it kicks off, I am up in pain. So then I have to get up and sort of stretch around a little bit, and I can't go back to that position. I had to find another position. So last night it was all about like finding positions I could lay in with the heating pad that could get me through, And I managed to find 2 positions, which in theory, if I do it, turn it on right as I'm going to bed, lay in that position, I'll get 3 hours sleep. And then when I wake up, I do the stretches that go back into a different position. It should give me 3 hours sleep, which is 6 hours, give or take. By a little. And I think I don't like that because I love my sleep, to be honest, but I know I can live off that. But I also know if I don't get sleep, I get very irritable, and I can't do that. I got 2 kids and grandkids, and I don't have the luxury of being able to get irritable and start yelling and stuff. Plus I don't want to do that. That's not who I am. So yeah, so that's what I've come to kind of be able to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a perfect scenario by no means, but it seems to be working pretty good for myself. If you all have ever pulled anything or maybe you had a pinched nerve, what did you all do? Because I know this medicine's not going to help, but, you got to go through what they say to do. Next is physical therapy. Is what they say. Anyway. Now, the one said I could go, they think I can go to the ER and ask for an MRI. But, to see if, if they can see anything. But, right now, they're kind of like treating me for muscle spasm or going back into that first shade. Or something with my muscle, which I don't think it is, because in all honesty, like this hand I have, it feels like, when your foot starts to go to sleep, that's what this feels like all the time. Like I could still move it, but the touch, like when I touch something, it feels so weird. It's not the same as this. And it's like freaking me out in my head, so that's not a good thing, but hey, life goes on, it is what it is. So let's go into this shade here. That's kind of why these videos haven't been long, and I haven't been able to film as much as I'd like, or they haven't been as good at videos even. Like, I'm not really doing much with these color stories, and I hate that because it does take me so long because I'm a beginner at makeup, But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I'm hurting. But like, makeup does make me feel better. You know, it does. So, because I can at least use this so quickly to do a look, we're going to go into the shade right beside it now. And it creates a cohesive look that looks nice and it's quick and easy. With that said, it's like, I love this palette, right? Or this type, these two Viseart palettes anyway. And the one I used yesterday by Jill Stewart, that one, it was so easy to use. So because of that, like, I can do my makeup pretty quick, sit here and be done. You know what I mean? I'm going to put the Gucci mascara on the top lashes. And then if I look better, or if I've done my makeup and I feel better, then that makes me kind of like not hurt as much because I'm feeling better. And then I'm put together, which makes me feel nice. So it's like I kind of am enjoying these palettes for that reason. Because to be honest, even though I love playing in the eyeshadows and doing different kind of looks, you know, from a beginner's point of view, just having something nice and easy and quick, great, is also very nice. I better clean that off before I put that back in there. Let's go into this Gucci one here. So, you know, with that said, it's like, it's been nice because it's made me be able to do a look, talk about a palette, but yet not have to think too hard or hate the look at the end, you know. Because, like, I want to do looks with some more colorful palettes so you can see other looks with them, but I just can't sit here and do it with the way I hurt. There'd just be no way. It just hurts too bad to sit in this position that long, you know. And it really does suck because I really want to do a colorful look. But at this time, it ain't going to happen for me until I can figure out what is wrong with me. I mean, I know there's a lot wrong with me, and some, you know, some things they're not going to be able to figure out. Like, I'm well aware of all that now. Let me grab this paper towel. But I'm talking more about, like, what's wrong with, like, my nerve, I guess. Like, is there something wrong, or is it a muscle even? Like, what is it that's going on here, you know, type of thing is more what I'm trying to figure out at this point. But yeah, it's crazy to, it's just crazy. And like the fact that I didn't like do anything to, I mean, obviously I did something, you know, to do this, but like at the same time, I didn't do anything to cause this because like you know, I just haven't done anything. Like, I wasn't working out. I wasn't, like, straining myself. Like, it was just every day something I've done, and it's caused this. And it's crazy that that's the case, you know? I tell you, getting old, I never dreamt about it being like this, that's for sure. I'm going to use the Lancome on my lower lashes. So yeah, I don't know what the final outcome is going to be on this. I'm still going to try to film like I do, you know, every day but Sunday. And I'm hoping and praying that I heal without having to do, you know, anything crazy. But yeah, so far, I mean, but at the same time, it's like I don't know how much longer I can deal with the pain before I just lose my mind there, too. I kind of hit myself with a mascara, so I'm just cleaning that up. I didn't get fallout from the eyeshadow either, y'all. And I didn't spray the brush or anything like that, as you can see. It's just a simple, nice, elegant look, I think. I think Sultry is a really good name for this palette. I really do. Sultry Muse. I don't think I could describe it any better than that, to be honest. I don't even know where I put that palette at now. Anyway, so yeah, this is the final look using that palette. Again, I really wish that I could do swatches and stuff with it. It's just my back's not going to allow it. Oh, here it is. Because I just can't. It hurts so bad. I mean, just sitting here, I'm trying to hold back tears and everything, y'all. But this is the final palette. I do think it's so pretty. And again, I do think you could use it by itself and create this. Like, I think that's a pretty look. Or use it with another palette. And again, I will use both of these at some point in time with another palette because I am curious on how that plays out. I think it would play out just fine. Viseart, I've never really had any issues with their shadows at all. I think they're great, especially for beginners. And from what I hear from makeup artists, they're also really good. So, but that is all I have for you today. I think the look turned out really, really good. And it was pretty quick and easy, and both eyes are the same. Of course, it's only 4 shades. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades. But, I mean, sometimes you don't need a lot of shades to make a look good either, you know? And I'm okay with that sometimes, especially in days like this, you know what I mean? Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope this helped in some way, shape, or form. Again, right now, most sites are having, you know, deals. That's why I'm trying to get these out in case you are interested in them. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I upload every day but Sunday, although we don't know right now. So that's kind of up in the air, but I am going to try to continue with all these palettes. That is all. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.